Good evening, guys. Tonight we're going to bring you a couple of easy homemade cough syrups. I'm going to make one, and then my wife's going to come and make the second one. So stick around and watch both of them. The one I'm going to make that I've seen, it calls for 15 of these little I call them puff peppermint patty, but they're called puff balls or something like that. But you can buy them at Walmart's or wherever. It says to put 15 of these. So let's get these open. Now that I got my 15 candies, I'm going to use a pint-sized jar. Just put these in there. It calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now you can use a regular lemon and get the juice out of it, or you can buy 100% juice, which makes it even that much easier. And we're also going to be putting 4 tablespoons of honey in this. 1, 2. I've put my honey in some hot water to let it set. Because if you warm that honey up, it'll kind of pour a little easier. Otherwise, it doesn't run real good. So I'm going to put 4 tablespoons in there. And the warmer you get the honey, the more fluid it gets, more like water. And on your honey, if you can, it's always really good to get local, but always make sure you get a good brand if you have to buy it from a store. As you can see, those peppermint candies are already starting to kind of dissolve down. Now this thing only has 4 ingredients. That's the 15 peppermint candies, the lemon 2 tablespoons, honey 4 tablespoons. Then you're going to come back with whiskey of your choice, and you want to fill it up to where you're just about right in there, around an inch or so. Kind of give it a quick stir. try to incorporate as much of that as I can incorporate in there. Then you just I like taking a piece of parchment paper. I'm not sure if you really need this or not, because there's no acid in there, but I like doing it. Kind of just helps save the ring. Put that ring on there, tighten her down, and just kind of keep stirring it and shaking her up. And then after a while, all of those candies will dissolve. And as they dissolve, you'll notice a change in color. And it normally turns a little red. Sometimes I've had it change from a real bright red to a kind of a lighter red. And that's the red from the peppermint candies. So just let it go and let it set. Then, as you get a cough, all you gotta do is take a teaspoon of this. We usually take it at nighttime and later in the evening, and it'll knock out a cold. Works for me kind of like NyQuil does, and that way it's right there in my medicine cabinet. Well, stick around. My wife is next.
Evening. I wanted to show you a simple and easy recipe for making your own cough syrup. Wes just showed you one which has alcohol in it as an ingredient, and when you use alcohol you don't have to worry about putting it in the refrigerator. This one does not have alcohol and you will have to put it in the refrigerator. You need an 8-ounce jar, 4 tablespoons of garlic, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this don't cure you, nothing will. 2 inches of ginger, which we've already chopped up. I'm just going to set this in here. Two to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then you fill the jar the rest of the way up with honey. Now you have your choice. If you want to peel and mince the garlic yourself, you can. This evening, just to show you an easier way, I showed you the minced garlic already in the jar that we bought at the store. I know we're all busy, and sometimes it is just really nice to be able to do that. Now, it says you can let this sit for an hour and then use it if you need it immediately. But the longer you let it sit, the better it's going to be, and the more it's going to help you. Now this one you can use if you're pregnant. It's kid friendly. Well, I think after a period of time, the honey will take over and it won't be quite so pungent. But how handy is it to be able to do this if you have a supply chain issue or you can't get to the store? You know, just with a few simple ingredients that you have in your home, you can make a variety of medicines to use at home, and it is just wonderful and so much better. Thank you for joining us tonight on Amen Acres. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you guys for coming with us. Got the 2 different cough syrups here. give them a whirl. And we thank you guys. Please reach down there, hit that like button and the share button.
Subscribe
to us. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think of this stuff. And
share us on your social media, please.
yes, please. And have a good night.
Thank you.